Hello everyone, Sentinel2, welcome to another fabric mod overview, this time on Cinderscapes, a mod that simply adds in a bunch of biomes to the nether, as well as obviously some blocks and flowers and other bits and pieces. So, let's take a quick look to each of the 4 biomes, and we'll make our way through the blocks and plants and stuff later. So, let's teleport accordingly, grab them in creative. Avoid some of these things happening. So you've got a ash biome, if I can find where it actually starts. So you've got ashy shoals, which pretty much just has ash sort of appear in particles from the sky. And you have ash blocks as well as sort of a covering or ash layer similar to snow appearing. Also ash piles, I guess, when you break it, which I haven't tried yet. Otherwise, it pretty much just seems to go through other biomes, I'm pretty sure. Or on top of other things. I'm not too sure what the case is here. It's obviously a bit different when I've come across it prior to making this video, though. With certain tests and other things, so you sort of get a bit of different results. Okay, so we'll just go into Spectator, because that'll make things easier to sort of look around. A bit at how far it reaches and what sort of things it'll cover. I'm pretty sure it will cover more than that for the most part. There we go. Yeah, okay, so it just happens to be going through a nether waste as well for the most part, it seems. I assume maybe we do get some of these plants as well. Just go here to creative. So you've got a scorched shrub, which can be used for composter or just decoration. Got some brambleberries, which also can be for that, and I assume maybe consumed. Got a pyracynth, and we've got some scorched sprouts as well. So, a few things here, and mostly just more ash, I assume, just sort of falling from the sky. So, yeah, we'll go to the next biome, of course. I don't think there's that much else to see. Except for it's just ash that goes through certain of the biomes for the most part, as far as I can tell. Why does that keep happening? Maybe that's just the start of it for some reason. I don't know why that's the case. Or it's just the elevation I'm at, which is also likely. So we've got, so let's see, blackstone shales, which pretty much is just blackstone mixed with, I think, a few other things. You've got some soul soil as well as soul sand. You got pretty much some blackstone sort of rocks, I guess, or sort of bits and pieces of it in certain places. We've got some weeping vines still, and a few other things. So it makes it easier, I guess, to find blackstone if you haven't found basalt deltas. Now it hasn't generated one yet. Just another biome to include blackstone, for the most part. And I don't think there's anything inside these at all. There is just more blackstone. Okay, so we'll go to our next structure. Let's see. Well, sorry, I should say biome, which is a luminous grove. And we're not stuck in a block this time. So in this biome, you'll see a few new things. We'll just go to creative, and you'll find some umbral stems, which you can use for a few things. There's also some planks and some stairs and doors and signs and some pieces and other recipe support for wood. You've got some wart blocks, which pretty much just seem to be for the sake of the sort of mushroom here. You got some flesh blocks also there, mushroom lights and a few other things in here. You also got some twilight tendrils. I'm just checking for the sake of it if there's dyes or other things missing. Which mostly seems like there's not any of those. So mostly these just seem to be for composters. So you've got a few twilight and otherwise. There. If we go up a bit more, we can see a photo fern, and we can also see, not the warp fungus, what was the after? Here we go, the umbral fungus, which is obviously what I assume you can increase with bone meal, grow, sorry, with bone meal, and it will eventually become one of the larger ones, it happens to. There's probably not enough space here, but either way, you get the idea that it most likely will do that, I assume. I don't know if it will in exactly the same way that these other larger ones are, but either way. We've also got some ghastly ectoplasm and some twilight vine. Do you think we're in a new biome? Nope, still luminous grove. I always forget what the transition to the other one is. There is luminous pod. Got some of the twilight vines sort of just hanging below, as you can see here. Just go back up. We've got some umbral nylium, whichever it is. We're getting back into blackstone. Blackstone biome there. So there's obviously a few other things in there. And if we go to the last biome, we've got the Quartz Canyon, which is pretty much, if I can find it, we've got some crystallium. There's also some sulfur quartz, as well as I think some smoky and some rose, if I remember correctly. Or a few other things. You've also got some pulpite, or polypite, which are sort of just hanging off there. You've got some crystalline sulfur quartz. There is also a few others if I can take a look around a bit. So we've got a lot more smoky quartz. I don't remember if there is the rose quartz at all. I'm trying to remember. There's a few around. Sulfur ore. Let's see what we got here. Crystalline quartz. Crystalline sulfur quartz, and a few others. So most of these blocks just sort of appear. They are just for decoration though. You don't actually have like a unique quartz from them, unlike here where it's obviously for a block or as another option if you don't have regular quartz. So there's rose. And the pulpite and otherwise aren't usable for anything. So you get the new quartz blocks to harvest here. You got nether quartz, which is giving us pretty much what we expect. And that's pretty much it for the biomes. I don't know if I'm missing a quartz. There's rose quartz in crystalline form. Sulfur, you sort of get a few of the same appearing here and there. There's smoky. I think there's another one. Crystalline. I think that's about all there is. There's about 4 of them. There's that. And we'll check if we missed anything else, because there is quite a lot that is contained here. So you got the different ores, you've got the different woods, you've got the berries, you got hyphae of the following. I think I'm saying that right. Let's see, doors and woods and other bits and pieces. Yeah, pretty much just others if you come across them. Scorched as well, you can come across in I think some of the biomes. I can't remember which one. But yeah, pretty much just a bunch of plants and woods and other things. So we'll just try, I guess, the brambleberries, as I think that's the only thing left to really try, as everything else is pretty much just plants and wood. I don't think there's much else you can consume. And I think you can consume the berries, we'll find out. Yes, you can. So we'll just go to an effect called hunger, and we'll give that to ourselves and try consuming that. So we'll just do this and this. We are on normal. Just wait for that to drop down, and then we'll consume the berries, even though you can eat it, obviously, without the need for your hunger bar to be even a smidge bit low. But since I'm assuming it gives us something, you get 1, you get fire resistance. So that's the benefit of those. Otherwise though, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.